Boiler up. This is what I'm talking about, Purdue. Not necessarily a Purdue fanboy at all, but they've grown on me a lot over the past few years. Because I liked watching Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn play whenever I turned on the TV and saw Purdue. Wasn't a big fan of Zach Edey, but he's starting to flip me a little bit because of all this transfer portal madness. Like, it's nice to see players, that are built from the ground up because you rarely see that anymore. That's no knock on this guy, though. Oscar Cluff has gone from South Dakota State to Purdue, his fourth school. And oddly enough, because he played JUCO, he might have, I'm not sure what the Pavia rule, if it applies here. I'm not too sure about it, but he might have 2 years of eligibility for the Boilermakers. And this is a guy that I think Purdue is going to love to have on their team. Let's check out Oscar Cluff's kind of player profile here. So, stats. How am I kidding? That jumps off the page. Second in rebounding. That's key because Purdue, even though, Kaufman-Renn is can play a really good five, having that five and letting Kaufman-Renn play the four is going to be really, really good for Purdue, I think. And a guy like Braden Smith who can get Cluff the ball, but a guy who can just play defense and board up because they've had trouble this season, looking at the stats, securing rebounds and getting out physical because they didn't really have a big besides Kaufman-Renn that was really playable for Matt Painter. But Cluff, the biggest part of his game is he boards up. I think he's just a great Purdue player. Just he's big, he's rough, he's tough. Blow your house down. But no, and he did average 17.6 points per game in the Summit League, which obviously got him on the Summit League first team. I'm surprised he didn't win. The Summit League had some good guys this year, some good players, but he did finish on the first team and the defensive first team, which Kaufman-Renn is more of an offensive guy rather than a defensive guy. This guy is going to get you 20 points per game, but not really play the greatest center defense. Now, you pair Kaufman-Renn with Oscar Cluff, who's a really solid defender. And this is good. And this guy's a grinder, too. 22-23 and 21-22. He played at Cochise College in Arizona for 2 years, where in his second year there, he was a JUCO second-team All-American. Shoots well. He doesn't shoot a lot of outside jumpers. He kind of just shoots around the rim, but he is a solid free throw shooter, kind of like Zach Edey. Both of them didn't really, I'm not comparing the two. In a way, I guess I am. But both of them shot really well from, close to the basket, didn't shoot a lot of outside jumpers, which is cool. They have some outside jump shooters. I think this is a good ad, especially because Purdue last year didn't really use the portal at all. I think they were the only team in the Sweet 16 where all 8 of their rotation guys started and were developed at Purdue. Look, I think this is a great fit, although it might have pushed some of their, upcoming big guys. I'm not sure if they had really any out the door. I think this guy's a great story, and he's going to be loved by Purdue. Similar to like Braden Smith, kind of overlooked, 0-star JUCO guy, committed to Washington State, who was really good a couple years ago. He played a nice role for them, then transferred down to South Dakota State, where he got his role this year, and really cashed in on it, literally and figuratively, I assume. I just think this is a good ad. Oscar Cluff, considering Iowa State, kind of wanted the Cyclones to get him, but Purdue's a good fit. 4-star transfer. I think he's better than Owen Freeman, if we're going to compare guys that we've done videos to already. I think he's one of the best bigs in the portal. Not a home run hit because, we gave Sturtz and Dan A's, but an A- will do for Oscar Cluff.